Welcome back. And the hood's off the car. Why is the hood off? Why is the hood off the car? Oh, yeah. You remember that time a while back? That time that we went racing and all that good stuff and we lost the hood pin? That's why it's there and not bolted to the car, because basically the metal over time, I guess through vibration and heat and stress, just went kapooey, you know? And that's thin. That's 1965 thin sheet metal. And basically, we're going to go ahead and cut that off and cut whatever's left of that off. And the plan is to basically, I have some more thicker steel that I got from the metal supply, the same metal supply that we get our tubing and plate from to make strut tower braces for HSF. Basically, they were kind enough to donate to the cause. And so I have some plate that I'm going to shape, fabricate, and cut some threads into so that our hood pins that we have here will thread into a much, much thicker piece of steel. And with it being put into a much, much, much thicker piece of steel, we're going to then weld it to the front radiator support, kind of where the same place, and it's going to hold on a whole lot better. Should hold on a whole lot better. We want it to hold on a whole lot better. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and probably going to take the grill off, because also the grill is kind of also hanging on by a thread. But don't worry, we actually recently became affiliates with CJ Pony Parts, and we're gonna go to CJ Pony Parts and order us a new grill that's gonna be nice and original with the same pattern for a 1965 Mustang. All right, put you right over here. Ooh, we gotta take that off. I feel like that grill removal was a little harder than it should have been, because these little tiny, hardware fasteners for these go, because you don't need much, and also I was missing some hardware. Like the nut had worked itself off, fell down. So I think we're going to do some modifications. Here's what we plan on doing. We're going to take a thread nut like this guy. We're going to take the drill and drill out the 4 holes where they go, and we're going to we're going to pop these in here, because these aren't going to fall out as easily as those guys. They still can fall out. It's a little harder to do. So I find these things so easy to just pop right in. Boom, and then you basically, here, come here, have a threaded hole in sheet metal that doesn't require a nut on the backup. That's why I like these things. And frankly, the headlight bucket is held on by one of those thread rivets. The front bumper held on by one of those thread rivets. It's actually used a lot on this car. A lot. I'm, like I said, big fan. And if you ever strip one out, the best part, if you ever strip one out, they're so cheap. You just go drill them out and you go pop a new one in. All right, with the grill out the way, I actually threw the grill away because it was like split in half. Don't worry, we kept our badge old Barry had gave us, because we're gonna put this on a new one for sure. So we're gonna keep real good, keep that safe. But then we're gonna get a grinder with the cutoff wheel and slice these guys off. Oh, this one was already cracking. So, did not make this cut, but we're about to lose the other one as well. Ooh, good thing. All right, so yeah, we just gotta clean that up. Of course we will. Both sides, get them all cleaned up. But yeah, we're about to lose the other side too. And I've already lost one hood. Like when we had the factory hood and no hood pins, yeah, that flew up on me. Luckily, it didn't smash my windshield or the roof. It just kind of flew up and I was able to hit the brakes quick enough. So, all right, we got a little bit cleaned up. But that could potentially ruin a flathead screwdriver. Alright, so Guy at the track had made the suggestion to basically replace these guys with something like this. Big old thick, like probably quarter inch or so. But basically, all I would need to do is split this in half, because obviously it's a big square. But we're going to split it in half, and then we're going to trim it down to the length that we need it. And then I'll probably trim this edge down or something like that. And then we need to then, after we trim down the edge, so like in the corner, I'll probably make a slice so that we can bring this guy in for the appropriate angle so that we can have it level and the hood pin comes straight up through the hood. So I need to secure this a little bit better, and then we're going to cut it. Alright, welcome to a little bit of progress, because that has some battery charge. Basically, we got these guys cut out, bent down, so that we kind of stay right there. Do something like this, where I had a magnet on there, it's all nice and level. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a tack on the bottom so it doesn't really go anywhere. And if we need to manipulate angle, we can when we put the hood back on. But first, let's get this guy tacked, and then we got to get that one tacked as well. Some good news is this guy lined up with our little plate right here that I got my finger on. It lines up perfectly. Same with over there. Lines up perfect. So all we gotta do is mark for us to then we're gonna put a little dab of a mark so that we know where we need to drill our hole and drill and tap the hole. Keep that in mind. So once we drill and tap the hole, or actually, sorry, back up. We need a weld. We need to kind of secure it a little bit more. Because, oops. So this is only held on by 2 tacks. That one's only held on by 2 tacks. So what we need to do is prop our hood up, because we like the fitment that's on here. Prop that guy up, and then basically we just tack those guys down real good. That way it doesn't move when we go to drill and tap. Put some stress on it. But we're not gonna like weld it down for good yet. We're gonna tack it, and then after it's tacked, then we're gonna drill, tap it, and then weld it out. Because say we miss and we gotta relocate it. Well, we can't really relocate a hole that's drilled and tapped. It's easier to relocate the whole damn tab if there's only just 3 tacks holding it on. All right, so this is more than adequate to hold that down. Let's get this hood. Oh, get that wood. Well, I would hope for a little bit better, but it's gonna work. Happy how this has turned out. So, laid down some nice little TIG welds, hold those brackets in place. Those things are solid. Not only are they solid, but the fitment is nice and tight. Heck yeah. That's not going anywhere. Not at all. Last things to probably do to finish this up, to really put the finesse on this, is going to be for me to, one, size these guys up to where the height that they need to be appropriately for the hood to come down and close. And then also I'm going to slice off the excess because we don't need that much overhang, not to mention the grill. It kind of goes right there. So repaired the hood mounts, the hood pins, because we lost them in the Victoria, Texas Riverside race. But the fix, I think that's there to stay. That's not going anywhere. Now, if you like the video, hit the like button. Comment down below your thoughts. Do you think this is overkill? Do you think I did enough? And if it's your first time here, why don't you think of subscribing? And if you're watching this video and it's nowhere close November 15th, 2025, that means you're not a member. Memberships start as low as $2 a month, but if you are a patient person, you will see these videos eventually, and you can check it out. So anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I will see you guys on the next one.